I have a few goals that I want to achieve during this build. The drone should weigh less than 250 grams, and for the frame I want to use the very heavy Foxeer Mega 3.5 inch frame, which makes a sub to 50 gram drone really hard to achieve. I also want to be able to record in 4K without an action camera, and the total price of all drone parts should not be that expensive. For the frame I used the Foxeer Mega 3.5 inch frame because I like the look of it. The AIO that I used during this build is from Speedybee. And for the camera system I used the Walksnail V2 VTX and the Moonlight camera. For the motors I choose the Flywoo Nin 1404 motors. And for the receiver I used an Elrs receiver from Foxeer. And some Gemfan Hurricane 3520 props. And some BetaFPV Lipo straps to hold the battery. And for the batteries I chose to go with the 3S 450 mAh lithium high voltage batteries from Tattu. So let's unpack the parts of the frame first. And as you probably could already tell, my camera quality was quite bad because I forgot to set up the right quality. The frame came with all parts you needed to build it, but the presets were not installed yet. You have to do that by yourself, which turned out to be pretty hard. You get a battery strap, the usual TPU parts, and a battery pad. And a bag with all the screws you need for the build. Even a big 5mm screw for the GoPro mount was included. And of course you get all the carbon fiber parts. So let's start with building the frame. We're gonna start by putting 4 screws into the base plate to secure the arms. Then we're gonna put the arms on and screw in another 4 screws. In the next step we're going to use the other top plate and put it on top and tighten all screws. Now we're going to build the camera cage. Then we can put on the 4 TPU parts for the arms and install all the standoffs. And in the last step we're going to put on the TPU parts for the antennas. I'm gonna start by soldering the 4 cables to the receiver. I then soldered the receiver to the AIO. Now we can install it in the frame. In this step we're going to install all the 4 motors and solder it to the AIO. Due to weight saving I had to decase the Walksnail VTX. Now I already connected the VTX to the recording board and we can solder it in the frame. And we can install the camera too. I'm now going to screw in the camera and we're almost done. Let's put the top plate on and the drone itself is finished. In the last step we're going to install the 4 propellers to finish off the build. The last thing I have to do before I can go out flying is to test the drone with the smoke stopper to see if it works correctly. I had some problems to get the VTX working correctly, but I managed to solve them. But I left these problems out of the video. Everything seems to work fine, so now I can go out flying, show you the footage.